name is Jessie Sampi, and my name is Swigan, and I got married. My name is Mrs. Sampi. I was born in Sunday Island, went to school in Sunday Island. We only went far as when we turned 12, we was out of school because there was only missionaries teaching us. So after that, we used to start going out with our parents or grandparents, picking up troca shell. And when we stayed home, I used to help one old lady milk goats. That's the only milk we had, and hardly any bullock meat or anything. Only lived with dugong and turtle and goat meat. That's all we grew up with in Sunday Island. From there, I used to go up and down to Jaringan because my grandmother had brother and sister in Jaringan. She always used to go up and down, so we used to go. That's when I bumped into my husband there. So he was working in Devi when we had two daughters. And I used to go up and down. The mission closed. All the school children had to go to Devi hostel, and most of the parents had to follow them. Only just old people used to stay there. My father stayed there. My mom went to Devi. We had Carol, little girl. So mom took care. She almost grew up. Then my dad told me, "Oh, you're living with a man from Jaringan," and he was working in Devi. "You go and tell your man you two must go back to Jaringan." So I don't want to go to Devi. I want to go and stop in Jaringan. So that's how we ended up going to Jaringan. And we had most of our rest of our children in Jaringan. Only our youngest daughter, we had him from Wanam Point. We ended up coming here. Wanam Point BC was the main man. He used to bring stores and stuff to Sunday Island for those old people. Used to run to Broome and run back there. The first car Mr. Drysdale had. He used to go to Broome and get stores for them, and we used to go to the point where the hatchery is. We used to watch out for little dinghy, and they used to come across and pick their thing up. He used to help, and later on with Father Crino, most of the old people wanted to, like, the priest didn't want them to stay by themselves without anybody there, like medicine and food and stuff. So he ended up and started bringing the old people to Jaringan. And in them days, there was different body people. There was like lovable body people, respectable body people. When I was growing up, not now. It's all, changed. They used to get one turtle. If somebody go out and get one turtle, the old turtle used to be shared amongst every family by piece by piece. So because people didn't have any freezer, so they used to share everything, dugong and everything, It was happy days, you may as well say, because all the young fellas used to go together. But now you see our young fellas going haywire with all these silly things, what's going on, and young girls, So it's altogether like different to us way of when we grew up. It was altogether because we have so many grandchildren. We get 35 grandchildren, 39 great-great, and one great-great. And like we're really thankful that we're still around, Well, my parents go on and grandparents go on. But every time they look at me and Basie when we bump into one another in the shop and we start talking to one another, everyone will look at us and wondering what we're talking about. But they don't understand, some of them, what we're saying. Me and they're the only two people, and some younger ones like Basie, Bessa talk body with us. And most of these, their grandmothers here, when they was little kids, they was talking language. Then when they went to Derby, they wasn't allowed to talk language in the hostel. They thought it was like rude or something, but that's the language. They might be even thinking, oh, they might be swearing at the kids from mother station or something, maybe. Well, I've been talking, that was my first language, body language. We used to talk with our grandparents. Now, we talk English, and then sometimes we talk to them body, they'll understand, but they'll get shamed to talk back, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, holidays people used to come. Me and my family used to be famous coming over here holiday time. And my brothers, they used to bring their kids here. Because before, people used to camp everywhere, even. All along, some family used to see another place, it's one point everywhere, The people used to be camping everywhere, using places. And they used to walk, not with car. And now, some people can't even walk. Well, I used to walk with my grandmother, me and my two brothers, from down here, put a canoe down here, and we used to walk to Jaringan, just for my grandmother to visit my brother and sister. We used to walk from Jaringan to Ngamagun with swag and food, with a one boy running around. We had only 3 kids then. And after that we had another mob then, 5 more. And it's so funny, we ended up going back with all our grandchildren and our kids to live in Ngamagun. And we always tell them the story, and they love to hear the story. So we stay out in that block now.
Life's here on the hill, mind blows away by the breeze. Let's it down to the beach, swamp full, must be big tide again. Who cares what time it is? Life down here, we really don't care. Must be time to go down. Big tides, swamp must be full again.